the best angle for you?
Because of sir is
Once, there was a woman named Shindo who lived in a village at the foot of a snow-capped mountain.
her husband had died, and she had no children, so she was very lonely.
And she was always tired too, and she had no one to help with the chores.
On her own, she
Cleaned the hut,
Cleaned the yard,
Tended the chickens,
washed her clothes in the river,
carried water,
caught firewood,
cooked her solitary meals.
at the end of each day, she gazed up at the snowy peak and prayed.
Great mountain spirit, who works hard, send me help.
One day, Shindo was weeding her small field by the river, where she grew vegetables and bananas and gold. Suddenly, a noble chieftain appeared beside her.
I am a messenger from the great mountain spirit.
And under the astonished woman, some guards said,
Land these carefully. They are the answer to your prayers.
Then the chieftain ran your face. But how could I get from a handful of seeds?
Still, she planted and tended them as carefully as she could.
Shindo was amazed at how quickly the seeds grew. In just a week, long vines trailed over the ground and ripe gourds hung from them.
Shindo broke the gourd's home, sliced off the tops, and scooped out the pulp. Then, she laid the gourds on the rafters of her hut to dry.
When they hardened, she could sell them at the market as calabashes, made bowls and jugs.
One fine gourd came to set up by the cook fire. This one, she wanted to use them both, and she hoped it would dry fast.
The next morning, Shindo went off again to tend her field.
Back in the hut,
Boys began to change.
They sprouted heads,
Arms,
the legs,
soon they were not boards at all.
they were
Children! One boy lay by the fire, where Shindo had put the fine gourd.
the other children called to him from the rafters.
Kitete, come help us.
We work for our mother.
Come help us, Kitete.
Our favorite brother. Because to help his brothers and sisters down from the rafters.
then children started cooking on the shore.
Clean the hut,
In the yard.
freeze the chicken,
What do you do?
carry water.
Cut the wood.
The meal. When the work was finished,
All joined in, but Kitete.
Joined by the father, had made the boy slow written. So, he just sat there, smiling widely.
when the work was done, he turned to help the others climb back on the rafters.
Then they all turned again to work.
That afternoon, as Shindo returned home, the other woman of the village called to her.
Who were those children in the yard today?
Why are they doing your chores? What children? Are you all making fun of me?
But when she reached her hut, she was astounded.
The work was done. Even her meal was ready.
She could not imagine who had caught her.
The same thing happened the next day. As soon as Shindo had gone off, the gourds turned into children with heads and arms
And legs.
The ones on the rafters called out, Kitete, come help us. We'll work for our mother. Come help us, Kitete.
Our favorite brother.
So they held them down, and they did all the chores.
Clean the hut.
In the yard.
Freeze the chicken,
Wash the clothes. Carry water.
Cut firewood.
Then they climbed back to the rafters. Turned again its boards.
Once more, Shiva came home and was amazed to see the work all done. But this time, she decided to find out who were her helpers.
The next morning, Shindo pretended to leave, but she hid beside the door of the hut and peeked in. So she So the gods turned into children.
with heads
And arms.
and legs. Tete have
And she heard the horse and rockers call out.
Tete, come help us. Good work for our mother.
Come help us, Kitete.
Our favorite brother.
Tete helped them down. As the children rushed out the door, they nearly ran into Shindo.
She was too astonished to see feet. So were the children. But after a moment, when there in the hut, in the yard,
Feed the chicken,
what alone? Their mother, got firewood.
cook the meal.
They were gone. It started to climb back to battle.
No, you must not change bad to words. You feed the children and never end. Now look, and care for you.
Shindo kept the children as her own.
She was no longer lonely.
The children were so happy. She soon became rich with many fields of vegetables and bananas, lots of sheep and goats.
That day, all of her food was protected. She stayed by the fire with a single-minded smile.
Most of the time, Shindo didn't mind.
In fact, Kitete was really her favorite because he was like a sweet baby.
But sometimes, when she was tired or unhappy about something else, she would get annoyed and yell at him. You useless child, why can't you be smart like your brothers and sisters and work as hard as they do?
Tete would only grin back at her.
One day, Shindo was out in the yard, cutting vegetables for a stew. As she carried the pot from the bright sunlight into the hut, she tripped over Kitete.
She fell, and the clay pot shattered. Vegetables and water streamed everywhere.
Stupid boy, haven't I told you to stay out of my way? What can I do that? You're not a rich at all. You're nothing but a calabash. The very next moment, Neta was no longer there.
In his place was a dwarf.
What have I done? I didn't mean what I said. You're not a calabash. You're my own darling son.
The other children cried, crowding into the hut.
Oh, children, please do something.
They looked at each other a moment.
Over each other in line, gasping out the rafters.
When the last child had his help of Machino, they called us one last time.
Kitete, come help us. Good word for our mother.
Come help us, Kitete.
Our favorite brother.
For a long moment, nothing happened.
Then slowly,
Words began to change.
It started ahead.
Then arms.
then legs.
At last, it was not a word at all.
It was
Kitete!
Shindo learned her lesson.
Ever after, she was very careful on what she called her children.
And so they gave her comfort and happiness.
all the rest of her days.